want to get back on the field.
Yeah, I mean it's every year. It doesn't matter how you lose. I mean there's going to be injuries, and it just doesn't happen to us. It happens to every team, and can't make any excuses for it. But it's a new year, and we're ready to go. We got knocked out pretty quick last year in the playoffs, but like I said, it's a new year, and we're ready to win some more games this year.
Rob, since you've been with the organization, it's always been, playoffs. I mean, I don't want to say it's a given because that kind of undermines the work that goes into it. But because of the talent that's here, that's a realistic goal. That wasn't always the case with this organization, but now it's really like, grind it out, and then let's get to October.
Yeah, this organization's definitely done a great job. It's come a long way, and it's nothing's. You don't take anything for granted because you never know. A couple years ago we thought we had a pretty good team, and Oakland beat us to make the playoffs. So nothing's given. We got to go out there and work hard every day. And like I said, our goals are to make the playoffs. But that's a long ways down the road. And to reach your goals, you got to take it one day at a time and win each game, and win the division and go from there and see what happens. But that's a goal we definitely have, but it's definitely one on the back burner right now.
Rob, you're in a difficult spot. Still a young guy. Probably don't want to be labeled as a platoon guy, a bench guy, that kind of stuff. Yet you're with a team that's like we just said, going to be postseason. Would it be better off for you to go to a place where you could get your 400 or 500 at bats, or I know you're a team-oriented guy, and that comes first.
Yeah, I mean definitely. I think anyone. Any guy around the league in my shoes, probably have the same feelings that, yeah, you want to play every day, you want to get as many at-bats as you can, and you want to help the team out. It is what it is here, and I'm definitely happy in my role. And you're in a great organization. You're like you said, on a team that has a chance to make the playoffs every year, and you kind of balance them out. Do you want that, or do you want to be on a team that maybe doesn't have a chance to make the playoffs each year, and you get to play more? So there's pluses and minuses on both sides of it, but I'm happy where I'm at right now, and I'm happy to help out this team right now.
In your role, you probably have, especially for the American League, I don't think there'd be a better guy to have as a manager in terms of using his full 25, shoot for that matter, 30, 35-man roster.
Yeah, Soch does a great job of trying to get everyone in there, and it's tough. I mean, it's not an easy job when you got a lot of players, and you got a lot of good players on the team, and it's tough to get everyone in, but he seems to find ways to put people in and get them at bats and get them some playing time to keep them fresh, just in case something happens to one of the everyday players that's playing every day, so you're ready to go.
Talk to me about that mindset. The lineup is so solid, almost 1 through 9, that in the National League there's really a need for a pinch hitter type thing. Mm-hmm. You don't pinch hit all that much because you're either starting or not. But how do you go that 2 or 3 days without playing, and then it's your turn?
Yeah, what the key for me, I think, is you got to work hard every day. And I know that there's days going in that there's probably a good chance that I'm not going to get in the game. But the same thing is that I got to get my early work in. I like to go down to the cage during the game and get a lot of at-bats in, because you never know. You never know. That one play can change the game, and something happens, and before you know it, you're in a key situation. So for me, I think the biggest thing is to go into each day like you're playing that day and be ready to go just in case you are in there, and that makes it a little bit easier, the days when you do get to play.
In some ways, you're kind of like the pitcher who throws the 7th or 8th inning, because you may not be starting, but when you do come in, mm-hmm. more than likely it's a tight spot.
Yeah, it definitely can be. It's almost, it goes both ways. It's either it's in a close spot or it's a blowout, one of the two. So, but you want to be ready. I mean, you get those opportunities, and it might be a blowout game, but you don't get many at bats, and you get 2-3 at bats late in the game sometime, and you want to take advantage of those. And most people probably don't really realize that you might even be in the game, but that this is your time to put something together, to try to do something well, and to try to get more playing time down the road.
Appreciate your time, Rob.
Yep.
Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Bye-bye.